Go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Okay, break.
They run with the former Buffalo Bills, Devin Singletary. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Liking 18. Ready.
A man coming off a great rookie year. It's Dameon Pierce. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Texans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And this one is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mustang 19.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Pass It's taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things. And they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
He'll dump that one off to Moss, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Richardson working from the gun. And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
On the ready. Bronco 80.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Okay,
The
ready.
Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. M.J. Stewart made the tackle from his corner spot.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Ready, ready.
Play action. Now Richardson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Richardson looking to throw this. Over the middle, into the hands of Woods. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. On the option left, Richardson. And a solid run down inside the 30. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On first down, Richardson. Pass out left, caught by Woods.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Colts. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Panther Street. Here's Stroud.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now a 2nd and 6. Richardson now on 2nd down.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's McKenzie, and he goes out right around the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Let's go now.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. That certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 6.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hustle.
Off play action. Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs. Hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Now it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. He's got this one to Hutchinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Handoff right side to Pierce.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
But nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Check, Bobcat.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever.
Go, Reed, go!
Stroud here on 3rd and long. They'll let this go deep for Collins.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Come on, come on.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Now Richardson.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Third and 12.
79 Broncos.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills comp.
Taking it right down Broadway. He may go. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Singletary, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TV.
Well, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there. And it's 3rd down and 2. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Gay's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Stroud. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Stroud on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And a Tommy Adebawore in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game.
Check smash, check smash. Go.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they have regained the lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
And Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now.
Richardson now to throw on second down.
That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
What a play by Anderson, and that's really the expectation for him. Number 3 overall pick, one of the best pass rushers in Alabama history. He's the type of player Houston expects to be an all-timer for their defense.
Let's go now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Richardson. That is caught. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 84 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Richardson to the air on first down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Shakes off this under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Credit Corey Littleton blowing that play up. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. And Gay knocks this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete to Hutchinson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And that one too wide and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a first down throw, complete downfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andrew Ogletree, 57 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
19 yards that time for number 19.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
First and 10, it's Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Come on. Hey.
At the Colts' 49-yard line.
Viking 18. Ready.
Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Panther Street.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he's got this down to the 35. 104 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On the set.
On first down, Richardson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker. Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Let's go now.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Richardson looking to throw this. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Mustang 19.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Dragon 60. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Ready, ready.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's taken on the 25. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Colts on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
115 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The offense on third down, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman.
38 yards.
And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
40, Texans 17.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Go, Reed, go. Ready, ready?
Stroud coming right back after the pick 6. Got his man, Dell.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Come on, set. Street.
Stroud now on 2nd down. He's got this one to Hutchinson.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Check smash. Go.
The throwing again is Stroud.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
No gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Bronco 80.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hurt. Ready.
And Stroud now to throw. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Stroud out of the gun here. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready. Ready.
Now Stroud.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
3rd and goal, Stroud. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
You're embarrassing us. Here we go.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Ready.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand.
2.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll go up the middle here with Moss.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
And they take a knee.
Get it.